Oh, she's a different style of Saturday Rub, this one, because we've absolutely appropriately made way for the women's final. And then, of course, the Kangaroos take on Sydney at the Triple SCG.
That'd be good.
So we are just going to do something that the family can latch their hands on via podcast. But very nice to see the full team assembled. Firstly, Bernard in Adelaide in the studios. Welcome to you.
Thanks, Jim. Good to be with you, even though down the line. I feel like we're never in the same studio, Bill. Either you're somewhere or I'm somewhere. But I notice you've changed your shirt at least.
I haven't been introduced yet.
Oh, Bill, you don't need introduction.
Oh, g'day, Boone. Great to be with you. And it's great to be in the studio. You're right, to see these boys. I haven't seen old Fluffy Duck for a while. Yeah. Good to see you.
G'day, Bill.
And old podcast Damo. I haven't seen him for a while. Good to see you.
Good to see you not in a green shirt too, Bill.
I changed that. I had to throw it out. My beautiful polo shirt, which is worth plenty of money.
It isn't.
And entitled one over here. I'm sick of him. So good to be with everyone. How are you, Duck?
I'm good. Very
From
good.
the waist up?
Good, I tell you what. Looking forward to this show.
Of course you are.
What do you brought? Hang on.
Yeah, what do you brought, Duck?
I want to know what you brought to the show.
Well,
Here we go.
No, that's the other show you do.
What have you actually brought, Duck?
well, Bill, I've been in here working already. So this is
So
just
what do you want to start
This
with?
is a tack on.
When we introduce Damo, what are we going to...
Damo's been doing a lot of investigating. So I'm looking forward
Actually, you have, Bill.
I'm looking forward to that. And I love Boonie's segment, The Nuff Nuff.
Yes.
That's coming up too.
And
So
I-
Bernie does
and I'm
that, Damo
and
does
I'm the
that.
gel that holds that together.
Hello, Damien.
Hello, William.
Great to be with you.
I'll tell you what happened to us, Bernard. I don't know whether you experience any of this on the magnificent rush hour you do in Adelaide with Bluey and Jars.
Yes.
But the rush hour we do here in Melbourne, we had the very, very funny Ross Noble on as part of the show earlier this week.
Strange.
Good.
We were talking about the Isle of Man TT races because he's mad on his motorbikes, Ross.
Yeah.
And halfway through it, Bill goes, "Is that Stonehenge?" Because that's shit. Stonehenge. Why would you want to? Ross Noble looked at me after about 5 minutes of trying to work it out. Ross Noble looked at me and he goes, "Is it like this every day?" I said, "Yes, it is." He goes, "It's like talking to someone in an old person's home." And Bern, that is the best description of working with Bill I've ever heard.
He sounded actually concerned about
Has
Bill's
anyone
welfare.
here been to Stonehenge?
No.
I would have no interest in going.
No.
Yes, I have.
And what did you think? Be
Well,
honest.
I wasn't expecting the Colosseum like clearly you were.
Oh, no,
I
was
knew what it
expecting
was.
Something, Jim, not a couple of rocks that some convict built or something. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. That and the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, it was underwhelming too. I'll give you that. That was underwhelming.
Bloody oath, you've got to walk through everywhere past all these
Line-ups.
great statues of nude blokes with
What
their
was-
big doodles and balls hanging out.
What was the name of the museum, Bill? Starts with
the
L.
Louvre. The Louvre. So you go down there, don't you, Jim? You got to walk, because they hide the Mona Lisa right out the back.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, you walk in there,
And that's it.
and it's that big. The painting is as big as my diary, isn't it? It is.
Yes, I know, I've seen it.
Mate,
for radio.
This is what we're talking about.
What about
Hose,
the Eiffel
again.
Tower? Not as big as I thought either.
Well, at least it's okay. It's there. It's a structure.
What else can you put out? Ayers Rock? How are we going with Ayers Rock?
Oh, I love it. It's rock.
Do you ever climb it?
No.
Or Uluru, as we're now calling it.
Correct. I was about to retract myself.
Hey,
there.
Bernie, have you been to... Bernie Wood, he's not cultured at all. Just ask him. Have you been to Stonehenge, Bern?
Yeah, never heard of it. Don't even know where it is.
Mate, he only stays in Adelaide, occasionally gets out for the rub to come over here. Have you travelled, Bernie? Have you been out of Adelaide?
Yeah, I went back to York Peninsula to visit the parents.
Oh. Have you been out of Australia?
No, I did. I went through Europe backpacking, Bill, back in about 2009
What
with
did you
a
see?
couple of teammates. Went to the Colosseum.
Oh, yes.
Bill.
Magnificent, by the way.
Yeah,
That
great.
is
Stacks
worth
up.
seeing.
That stacks
Colosseum.
up.
Yeah.
That is big. That's about all I saw.
Yeah, I
I saw a lot of
know.
bars.
Well, so what happened, Purple, because you weren't able to catch up with it, is Ross then, and Hose was in the studio, and so she knows what I'm talking about. Ross then went, "Oh, Stonehenge." So now I'm talking to someone that knows what Stonehenge is about. So we started going down the mythical part of Stonehenge and the druids. And all that. Yeah. And at that stage, Bill's looking like a goldfish. Like, I don't know what any of that means. I just drove past Stonehenge with Dwayne Russell.
Me and Dwayne drove out there one day, parked the car, and honestly, we get out and go, oh, no. Surely.
And Dwayne's real name's not Dwayne.
Well, Shane and I drove out there. Oh, Shane, he doesn't like being called Shane. But we drove out there, and honestly, you stand there and go, well, that's shit. There's no other word. It's underwhelming. Underwhelming it was.
And your partner in the show over there, Bernard Bluey, he's just having some time off to go and play golf. Is that right?
Well, I don't know how this works. How do you just take time off?
Oh, I know. I've got a bloke sitting next to me that just takes time off whenever he wants, Bernie.
That's a very good point because you are his mentor, Jim. So maybe it's starting to make sense.
Well,
but yeah, he's got a golf trip into another golf trip, I think.
That's it. So how much time is he spending away?
I think he's going Friday and then he's having all next week off somehow.
Good.
I don't know how
About
that
4 of
works.
the AFL season, Bird. You'll be right.
That's not quite enough
okay.
time off for my
Who
life.
takes over? Carl Ferguson?
Carl.
Cullen?
Cullen.
Or Cullen or whatever he's What about you work with him? Like, a great cricketer, but he starts telling a story, right? And then you go, right, we're on radio, mate, we've cut this a bit short. After 4 minutes, you go, what's the point there, Fergie? Honestly.
His confidence is all over. It's shot at the moment, Bill, because you're making all the promos and everything over here about whacking him, and now he doesn't know whether he can come back.
But he just got to shorten him up.
He's talking for 4 minutes. Bill's trying to work out when he can get Stonehenge in. And he's like, well, shut up for a minute. I want to talk about Stonehenge.
Shut up.